Hey y'all. So, freezing cold. So, on my other channel, before it got deleted, excuse me, I did a video talking about, be careful of what rules and laws to follow, because in this wicked world we live in now, too many narcissistic abusers are criminally, illegally, and undeservingly in control when they're not supposed to be. And they have no business being in authority and are not fit to be in authority. Yet they would say the same thing about us victims, because they don't want us to have any control. So, if they're, it's like, it's so unfair that narcissistic abusers are always in a position of authority, and then you always have to do what they tell you to do. Even if they're younger than you or anything, like if they're kids, that you have to follow the so-called authority of the narcissistic abuser who wants to play God, and it's like, those are the main people who make rules that don't make sense, that everybody goes along with, that nobody really questions except people like me. And that's how the hell we would end up being targeted individuals, or become gangster for questioning senseless and crooked rules and laws, or standing up to tyrants, so it's like, excuse me, I'm wondering if us wearing a mask, if the coronavirus is if wearing a mask is part of the New World Order slavery, and we comply with that, and if the New World Order and the coronavirus and everything is of the Luciferians, is of Satan. So people who comply with the government and are scared of the government, when they stand before God, or even if they try to make you wear a mask when they're not wearing one, hypocritical, with this fake coronavirus thing. I try to tell people, people like, because my mom had died for coronavirus, so don't you tell me it's fake. Hold up. Not to say that it doesn't exist, but we call it fake because it's man-made, and they're not telling us the truth, and they're having a sinister agenda behind it. That's why we call it fake. But they might be injecting people with coronavirus. I heard some people say the test will give you the coronavirus for real, whatever was made in the lab. But at the same time, COVID-19, I saw a video or two where COVID-19 was listed on one of the I don't know what you call those things, but part of the equipment for 5G. Why was COVID-19 on there? So they said that Kobe Bryant, that he was buried in Corona del Mar. Kobe means COVID in Egyptian. You know about Egypt being evil, and Hollywood stars and everything worships Egypt. They worship Egyptian stuff, and Alexandria, Egypt being evil and stuff. I think I talked about this before, so I'm sorry if I sound repetitive. It looks so beautiful here with, I don't know what body of water this is. Not sure if this is a Mississippi River. I know it's not a lake or anything. It's probably a river. I guess it's part of the Gulf. But, you know, it should be like about 4 o'clock or after 4 o'clock, and I survived, you know, this night. But it's still scary because not having a place to use, you know, take a bath and stuff like that, or lay down and go to sleep. You know, I don't get how people can follow man's rules and laws to a T and perfectly, and they want to, you know, act like they want to be accountability partners to make sure and keep tabs that another person is following their rules. Whatever happened to mind your business, you know? If I don't want to follow the doggone man's rules, a human being's rules, rules of a person who does not give a fuck about me or have my best interest at heart, that they just want to be on power trip, and they make stupid rules that don't make sense, that make people suffer for no reason, and you're not allowed to question it. But people don't really care about God's rules and God's commands. You know, they don't care about Jesus' commands. But they want to be so, you know, I mean, I know it's very hard to not sin, you know, to try to fight to not sin. But I know it can be overcome too. But it's like, it really makes me disgusting how twisted this world is, how you elevate man's rules and laws over God's rules and laws. And this coronavirus thing is making people more hateful towards each other. And people are not being more loving, despite more and more people are dying. But, you know, it's vicious hate anger, you know. And now OCD is considered normal. But, you know, when I was cleaning and sanitizing with the Lysol spray and hand sanitizer back in 2012, dealing with the homeless shelters and everything, I was told I looked like a fool cleaning and sanitizing everything. But now in normal life, you know, and it's like people with this coronavirus thing, they handpick of what they want to clean and stuff. Because I still go in public and see dirty toilets or, you know, dirty counters on a table at a restaurant, or, you know, or I physically see an employee clean off a table and they only have clean it, or they don't do a thorough and great cleaning, you know. You know, so it's like, one thing I hate is, I think that, you know, it seems like rules and laws that targeted individuals have to follow, that the perps, I mean, my life is so restricted at 36, but any and everybody else has the freedom, well, they can do whatever they want, he can do whatever he wants. But when it comes to me, I have to hear lectures about following the rules, follow the rules, follow the rules and stuff, you know. But then, when it comes to gang stalking perps and narcissistic abusers, especially the ones who think they have power, he can do whatever he wants. You know, perp enablers and narcissist enablers can do whatever they want. But my life has to be so restricted, and I have so many rules to follow, you know. And one thing that triggered me all over again, that I haven't heard about this phrase in years: abide by my rules. Like the foster mom used to bully, harass, and lecture me, talking about that if I didn't abide by her rules, then I would get put in a group home or something like that. And then she would try to scare me by telling me all the horrible things that's going to happen to me in a group home and stuff. And she'd be like, Candy, let me tell you something. And you don't know who you don't know who drawers you're gonna be wearing. In New Orleans, black people say drawers and not underwear. I don't even know how to spell drawers. I guess DRAWS or drawers or whatever. Your underwear. She tries to say, you don't know who drawers you're gonna be wearing. Don't you want to tell a loud truck to shut the fuck up sometimes? Yeah, somebody harassing me with noise, I get told to mind my business and that they can do whatever they want. And that I can't stop them. But me not wearing a mask, it's another shelter resident's business. If you just got there and yourself and you act like you think you're staff and make the rules, Yeah, so that lady from yesterday, it really is a freaking shock when people gaslight you and then they get people, fake witnesses to lie for them. So I guess I'm done this video right here, and I'll see y'all later. I'm just so scared. Don't know what to do, and just hoping I can get housing. Peaceful. Peaceful living or something. So I'll see y'all. Bye.